All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here with Rows 1 through 10, episode 170. Me and Bailey back here in the lab cooking up tonight.
Per usual.
And yeah, per usual, per the weekly. And then I know we're gonna have some special guests dropping by to talk about some things that are on their mind. But how you doing tonight, Bailey?
Good man. How about the past 2 days off? So I've just been sitting here doing jack shit. It's been a nice life. It's been a nice life. How about you?
I've been good. Working away, slaving away. Work tomorrow, and then I'm off Friday, headed to Charlotte. Gonna have a fun weekend in Seatown. Plan on running some go karts Friday. Hit a couple race
Ooh.
shops, and then we got a golf
Hey,
match planned for Sunday morning.
run by Penske for your boy.
You need something?
Maybe. Text me. Let me know what they got. They might have some Wood Bros in there.
Maybe.
Um. Well, the news with Tim Cindric. So I mean, with that, just fucking kick Austin out. Put Barry in the two, and then put someone in 21. Just it'll be all right.
That was yeah, definitely some bombshell news coming out of Indy today. I didn't really expect that, even after the whole scandal came out over the weekend. But we can dive into more of that. Um, I know we got a special guest on the line waiting in the lobby here, so we'll go ahead and bring Travis in. I know he was fired up last night on Twitter. Um,
What's up,
I didn't
boys?
even look at it. I don't even know what the fuck it is.
yeah, he was fired up about the Hall of Fame situation. He's the number one supporter for Larry Phillips. I mean, I'm not gonna knock him on it. Larry Phillips is definitely a deserving candidate. So yeah, welcome in, Travis. How you doing tonight, bro?
I'm great. How about you guys? You guys ready for the weekend? I wish I could stay on the whole night tonight because there's a lot of good stuff to talk about. Obviously, with whatever the hell is going on with Penske and Wilkesboro, good by the way. Like great race. I enjoyed it. I know you guys will talk about it. I'll still be in the comments. But yeah, no, I told you guys I wanted to come on for a few minutes and talk about the Hall of Fame situation with Larry Phillips and obviously Derek, I've been talking about Larry Phillips for years, like
Yeah,
since me and you have been doing this. And it's like there were two guys that I was really passionate about, like just speaking my piece to get him in the Hall of Fame. And the first one was Mike Stefanik, and unfortunately it took him like tragically passing away to get that honor that he deserved. And kind of when he
well,
did,
he would
like
have gotten it. He would have gotten it. I mean, obviously the untimely passing got it quicker, but he would have definitely gotten it at some point.
yeah, yeah, he definitely would have, and he did back in 2020. And but yeah, no, I wanted to just talk about like number one, like for starters, like Larry Phil. Well, first off, before any of that, Kurt Busch, Ray Hendrick, and Harry Gant. Congratulations on the three Hall of Famers this year. Because I mean, none of this like taken away. Like, and I said this when I was tweeting yesterday. Like, never mean any disrespect to any of the nominees or people who are selected or any of that. Got nothing but like the utmost respect for all the legends of the sport and the people who select them, like the voters. But I think my thing I wanted to bring up is more just about the process and how we do this. And I think the Hall of Fame's been backlogged in that because obviously we didn't have a NASCAR Hall of Fame until 2010, and that's 80. I can't do the math off the top of my head, but a lot of years of history leading up to that before we had a Hall of Fame. So I naturally, it's like you have a big backlog of guys trying to get in. And originally it was five guys a year. We did that for a while, and then we switched to three. And I'm not quite sure why the process flipped in the way it did, where we you get two modern era ballots, and then we do the one person a year from the pioneer ballot. And basically it's like when you're just doing one person a year in the pioneer ballot, I think you're just creating this log jam every year of for pioneers of the sport from years ago who like it's going to take them forever to get the honor they deserve if you're only taking one of these guys a year. It's like that's crazy,
Yeah,
and there's
if
so
anything, it
many
needs to be
names.
flipped. One
Yeah.
modern guy and two pioneers, at least for the foreseeable future. Hopefully, we can get it
Well,
changed for
I don't know why
forever.
we cap it at three anyway. I don't know why they went away from five, and I'm not sure like what the problem is and why it's so arbitrarily changed. But I just think with the way the Hall of Fame works is like this is more than the NASCAR Cup Series Hall of Fame and the NASCAR National Series Hall of Fame. Like this is the NASCAR Hall of Fame. And there are so many people involved in this sport beyond just driving and beyond just the Cup Series and Xfinity trucks, like whatever, who left a legacy in the sport that deserve to be honored. And there's way more names on that. And like for example, like Ray Hendrick was, who was selected this year and well deserved. But I was reading about Jeff Gluck's article about kind of like what being in the voting room was like and how the process worked. And it's just like with the Pioneer ballot, they all just kind of get together and talk, and they're like, "Oh, well, we'll give it to this person this year." And it's just like I don't like that. I don't like that it's only one. I don't like the way like it seems like they all just get in there and decide like what Pioneer they're going to throw a bone every year. They only get 5 to choose from on the Pioneer ballot. I don't like the way the thing is structured. And like it gets to my point with Larry Phillips where there's probably many other guys that can make this argument for, but he's the one I focus on the most because Larry Phillips is one of the greatest grassroots racers of all time in the history of NASCAR and the history of the country in general. So what we know now is, and like I tweeted some of the stats yesterday, and for anybody who listens to this and didn't see those stats, uh, there goes the light. Larry Phillips, he won what we know now is the Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series. He won the national championship 5 times in the Weekly Series. He won regional championships in the Weekly Series 7 times. He's won 13 track championships, I believe, across 3 different states throughout the country. He's won over 2,500 races in his career. Um, I'm gonna pop off camera real quick to make sure I get the exact stat I'm about to say right because it's a fucking mind blowing number. Um, and I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to make sure I hit the nail on the head with this. But so he made 289 NASCAR sanctioned starts in his career, and he won 229 or 220 of 289 of those starts. I don't know why my camera's fucking up, but yeah, he won 229 of 280 of those starts. You do the math there, it's like about 80%. 80% career winner in NASCAR sanctioned starts. And I came on here, and when they were doing the 75 greatest drivers a couple years ago, I pushed hard for Larry Phillips to be selected for that. With obviously what little platform I have, I'm not sitting here saying I made a difference, but like I don't think that at all. But like it's something that I was passionate about that I was really hoping he got included in, and thankfully he did. He was included in that 75 greatest drivers list a couple years ago, and that was a great honor he deserves. But how he can be included in that 75 greatest drivers list and the Hall of Fame honor still eludes him is beyond me. And I think like the Hall of Fame just needs to rethink how we're going about getting pioneers and legends of NASCAR into the Hall of Fame and put more of them every year. Don't put an artificial cap on it. Like if they deserve to be a Hall of Famer, let them in the Hall of Fame and put them in there. And like there's just no reason that we're 15 years into this thing and Larry Phillips shouldn't be a Hall of Famer. And I just wanted to highlight that because it's like, and I know you do too, Derek and Bailey to an extent. But I know Derek for sure. Like you're very passionate about grassroots racing yourself. Like you guys kind of are not kind of, you are grassroots racers with what you guys do with Zach and Scott and everything. I know it's something you guys are really passionate about and into. I think there's a lot of people out there like that, and I just think I don't think those guys are getting their just due with the Hall of Fame. Like throwing one person a bone every year and then basically turn it into like the NASCAR Cup Series Hall of Fame. And then you're just going to continue to have like a log jam every year when like next year Kevin Harvick's going to be a nominee, obviously a first ballot Hall of Famer. Kurt Busch was first ballot this year. Truex the year after that's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So then you're pushing the line down every time somebody new comes up like and gets in. And I just think the Hall of Fame needs to kind of relook at how they're structuring this selection process so we can make sure more legends and pioneers are getting this honor, especially like I'm like for example, I'm really glad Harry Gant got in. because Harry Gant is 88 years old, I believe, and he's still with us. And like now, I think it's great that they put Harry Gant in there, and he's still going to be here to celebrate that honor. You know, Larry Phillips died in 2004, so like
Well,
he's
that's
not going
another
to
thing.
be.
Is like I think they also are trying to build that living class so they can like promote the Hall of Fame and like have guys go to like, oh, here's a NASCAR Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? Whereas like the rush isn't to get Larry Phillips in. I mean, I'm not. It's not a matter of if; it's just a matter of when he gets in. And not to. I mean, I don't know exactly how the process works, but he was only nominated 3 of those
That's yeah,
times.
that's crazy
I
to
don't know
like.
how that works,
He
but
was
yeah, he was
nominated
only
in
the last time
2013. Yeah,
2020 and 2025. So I don't know how that works. But yeah, definitely could be revised. I think, and maybe it will start changing. Maybe they will look at it again with, like you said, with this now that they finally I feel like have a good living class in there and can start getting that backlog in there.
yeah, and I don't think we need to cap it at 3 people and like one pioneer every year. I just don't get why are we capping it? Because it's like, are they scared we're gonna run out of race car drivers that deserve to be and like like people who deserve to be Hall of Famers? Like, I promise we're not gonna run out of like deserved NASCAR Hall of Famers. And I don't know if that's the reason they capped it at 3 people a year or like what the reasoning behind that was, but it's just like I never got that move because it's like I think we need to be taking more people in the Hall of Fame, not less. Because like I said, this thing started in 2010, and you just had this whole like old era of NASCAR that's I feel like underrepresented in the Hall of Fame by only taking a limited amount of people every year.
Hey, maybe their goal was to get people talking like we are.
Maybe, but yeah,
It's a
no, and
weird
that's
way to
what,
make
like
people talk.
yeah, and like I said, like
NASCAR
I've
is a
been.
weird sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just I hope the Hall of Fame process can be revised somehow so we can get more legends and more pioneers like into the Hall of Fame that deserve it. And I've like because like I said, I'm focusing on Larry Phillips here, but like I like the list doesn't stop at Larry Phillips, and it's like all 5 people on the pioneer ballot deserve to be Hall of Famers, and like, so like why has like I don't know, I could go on forever. Like he's only been nominated 3 times. So like what he was good enough to be a nominee in 2013 and 2020 and 2025, but not other years. Like I just don't get it. I don't get how that process works and why it's structured that way. And I just hope somebody in the room is highlighting this too and you know encouraging them to take a look at it in the future. But yeah, I'll get off my my soapbox, but I just wanted to make sure I highlighted that and gave spoke my piece for Larry Phillips. Like I feel like I've done on here a ton over the years, but it's something I'm passionate about. Somebody I'm passionate about. I think he's one of the best race car drivers in the history of this country. Period. And like I read off his accolades. Like you can put those accolades. That's 12 NASCAR sanctioned championships he has. Like I think that's more than justified for him to be a Hall of Famer. And like, just because it's not the Cup Series or a national series, I don't think it should be thought of as less than those guys get.
No doubt. No doubt. I'm with
But
it.
but yeah,
Damn.
that's all I got to say on that. But yeah, I just want to make sure I got on here and said that. And like I said, I gotta do some work here, so I'll hop off. But I just wanted to say before I go, um, I haven't looked at my picks yet. I'll drop those in the comments here in a little bit.
Just send them
Um,
over text.
yeah, okay, I'll
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, send them over text.
But just wanted to say, Wilkesboro, great race. Without like, I don't know where that came from. I was shocked that it was a great race. I did not go in with high expectations, and it completely blew me away. So I don't know if this is just a Wilkesboro thing. Hopefully, this extends to other short tracks and works out for other short tracks in the future. But I thought it was an awesome race. And last but not least, Indianapolis 500. Derek, you already know who I'm picking. The hometown boy, Ed
ECR.
Carpenter. This is the year. So that's
Shout
about
out
all I.
Grosjean.
Is he in it this year?
No, he's not in IndyCar anymore. He's in IMSA.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Well, and then the pole sitter, crazy by the way, rookie F1 guy.
I love Prima.
Um,
That's my team
Brand
in
new
F2.
team.
That's my team
yeah,
in F2. So like I like the fact that they got that. So it's pretty cool for a first year team.
Hey, that was insane. I'm sure you guys are going to talk about it, but in Wilkesboro and all. But yeah, like I said, just want to say my piece about the Hall of Fame. Wilkesboro is a great race. Charlotte, Indy are going to be awesome this weekend, so a lot to look forward to.
And
I'll look at my
Monaco.
pick. And Monaco. Well, I don't think we need to include that. And we're
Well,
talking
it's
about
like
races.
it's like the triple though. Like
Yeah,
everyone
but we're
like
talking about
And
races that
it's
are
the last motorsports Christmas.
we're talking about races that are going to be good.
Well, Monaco could be good. They
could be,
have
but
to
I doubt
do
it.
2 stops.
But oh yeah, that is true. I forgot they have a new rule: 2 pit stops.
So
It's crazy.
Maybe,
make things
maybe,
a little
maybe it'll be good. You never
It's
know.
worth it. It's worth it. That's what I'm saying. Wake up in the morning, you watch Monaco, and then you have like 2 hours to chill, and then you watch the 500, and then you have like an hour, and then right after that,
Big
boom,
Sunday.
you get the
Well, this will be
I
the
mean,
first time in years that I'm at home, just chilling to
exactly.
take in
That's why
all
I'm kind
the
of happy to be home because I
festivities.
could sit and watch it all. Because like last year, I was stuck watching Monaco in the car on the way to the track, and then stuck watching the 500 on a bus on top with the direct sunlight beating down on it, so you can barely see it unless you squint.
I don't think I've been home to take in motorsports Christmas like since I was still in high school.
It's the last one.
It's been a minute.
Was the last one?
Monaco's moving to June.
Is it?
Yeah, next year.
Huh. Shit.
That's it. This is the last one. It'll be the double from here on out. Sad times.
Well, and we
But
got the hot dog 500 coming on Friday.
I did see that.
So
That's
I'll
gonna be
watching
sweet.
that. I'll be watching that.
But yeah, I'm gonna hop off of here. I'll let you guys do your thing. I wanted to make sure I gave Larry Phillips his love, but you guys have a great show. I'll be listening. I'll text you guys my picks, and y'all have a good one.
Deuces.
All right. Later.
All right. This is my shirt. I spent $65 on an Indy. Fucking
Nice.
outrageous how much these shirts are.
Yeah.
I would like more because I love my pictures. Fuck, man. I spent, 65 on this just for, 2 or 3 months later, he got dropped from the fucking team because of a lawsuit. And I was like, And I bought a hat too, which is $35.
It's tough.
I know. But, fuck.
How was your weekend? Did you watch trucks at all?
I did watch Trucks. I don't remember who the winner was because it's been a minute. I need to start fucking like recapping myself before I do these shows. Like I remember Sunday, but like Trucks just
Well,
like I never really
should have been the 11 truck, Corey Hines.
should have been. Yes, and we can talk about that though because Lane Riggs too using him to fuck up.
Lane Riggs failed attempt, and then Chandler Smith was the winner.
Chandler won. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. I fucking turned it off as soon as I saw it.
So did I. I was at the racetrack, but yeah, I was tuned in there for that last caution, last restart, and chaos ensued. Yeah, obviously, if anybody was unaware, Lane Riggs kind of stuffed it in there and used up the 11, and they got hooked together, and the 11 ended up spinning, and then the third place car or truck, which was Chandler Smith, ended up sneaking by both of them and stealing the win. Only led 1 lap.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Most important lap.
I don't mind Corey Haim outside of Trucks. I'm not on the bandwagon, but it's just like watching a short track and knowing either Larson, Denny, or Seabell's gonna win. It's just like one of those things. Like you're just like, oh yay, another fucking person you know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that. I don't know why Corey was so mad. It was the last time. Lane's been there 2 weeks in a row. Like that's the thing. So like Lane's been that close. To
one truck wasn't illegal.
Yeah, true.
And
But, like,
I said he dominated the race, led 162 of 250. So pretty much dominated the day, and then had it taken away from him.
Mhm.
So I can understand why he's mad. I mean, but I get it. It's racing.
Yeah, it's the last lap. It's always last lap antics. So I mean, I get it. I don't know. I mean, he just went up to him and said,
I get both
"You're a
sides. I
fucking
totally
bitch," or something
understand
like
why
that.
he's mad, and I totally get why Riggs stuffed it in there.
Oh God, yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's
both
definitely
sides of it.
understandable. I mean, it wasn't. Besides that, the truck race was just a truck race.
Kind of mid from what I mean, again, I was at the racetrack and we had it on the TV in the trailer, but I was just like keeping an eye on things. It didn't seem like it was too much of a banger.
Nah, I mean, it
least
was.
until
I
the
had it
end
in the
there.
background. It was one of those background races for me. So it's just like you have it on that way. You have something on, but then nothing too serious. But I didn't think much of it. Excited for this weekend though, because we got you see who's running the 07 truck.
I have not. I haven't seen an entry list.
EJ McLeod is running the
Oh.
07 for Spire.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. 7 trucks, Kyle Busch. Fucking excited for that. I mean, I wonder if BJ's actually going to put out. Like, he's never actually been in a actual good car or truck. That's the thing. So, like, he's never been in something that's fast. So, like, I'm kind of curious to see, like, if he's that bad, then he'll just lag in the back of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's not, it's gonna be pretty cool. But I don't have much about Friday. I mean Saturday. I don't know about you. I mean, I was at work, had it on the background, just one of those things I just had on.
Yeah, again, I don't have much either. It's again from what I know, it was what you may call it, Corey Heim pretty much dominating. I know Kyle Busch was in it. He started second. Let's see if I can figure out.
He
where
fell off.
was.
He fell the
He
fuck
didn't
off.
lead in a single lap. He finished 9th. So
Yeah, he just like I don't know what it was that restart. I mean, on that start, it was just straight back.
But yeah, I don't have much other than the little bit of beef after the race there or during the last caution.
Yep.
Yeah, exciting finish for the trucks at Wilkesboro, and they're on like I think a 6-week stretch here, and so yeah, they're back at Charlotte this weekend. We got really 4 races this weekend at Charlotte.
The
with
clip
doubleheader Saturday,
over in the clip.
Friday, and the
And
CLT.
we got the hot dog 500 on Friday, which I'm excited for. If you don't know what that is, it's a bunch of the Oscar Mayer trucks. For anyone who's watching, it's the Oscar Mayer trucks and their truck, whatever cars, whatever the hell you want. I don't know what they are. The fucking Wienermobile.
Wienermobile.
Yes, they're racing around the track. How long are they racing for?
I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, I don't know either. But still, they're racing, so they have a bunch of different. They have like a bunch of different ones that they're going to be racing around, which is going to be something.
Should be funny. All part of Carb Day.
I've never heard of anything like that. Never seen anything like that. Besides the big shopping cart at Food City, at Bristol, the big Food City shopping cart. It's an interesting thing I've seen on a track. That was the only race on Saturday, so I mean we didn't really have anything else.
No, I guess we had the Heat Saturday.
Yeah, we had the Heats. Those were.
I don't think they're pretty mid.
Heat 1 was good. Heat 1 was good.
Again, I was
bad
for the race at that point. I didn't really watch any of those. I don't think.
Heat 1 was good. That was the one where Brad led every single lap almost. I'm trying to think of what else happened. Yeah, it was Reddick trying to run him down. Bunch of other people, or no, it was Bubba trying to run him down, and Bubba was fighting with someone. I forgot who it was, but I mean, it was pretty much no one could get past Brad. No, not even Byron was on his ass the whole time, and Brad stayed out, didn't pit a single time like everyone else did. Everyone else pit besides Brad, and Brad led the whole race with clean air. That was the whole thing. That was like the whole debacle of the weekend was clean air. Don't put new tires on, and it's pretty much he was the story of that. Heat 2 is just the Seabell show. Just Seabell fucking dominated. That's all it was, and it was kind of boring compared to Heat 1. Only had 9 cars in Heat 1 though, because Larson didn't race in it. So that was the one like oddball thing, because Larson was like they had him on the scoring pylon, but of course he wasn't on the track because he wasn't there. Yeah, that's all it was on Saturday because it was. I remember Heat 1 was very good, and then I left, and then Cooper was like Heat 2 is bad. It was just Seabell the whole time. But besides that, we had the Sunday, the qualify, the Open. Yes, the Open. I couldn't think of what it was. Open was pretty good.
Pretty exciting.
We all know who's going to win the fan vote. If Chase Elliott never makes it in the All Star race, you know who's going to win it. If it's not Noah, it's going to be Chase. So I saw that coming. I thought it was going to be SVG. Maybe I had a
I had power steering issues.
Yeah, I had a sneaky suspicion that it would have been because when Larry Mack said, you know, you might need a overseas fan base to win this one, I was like, ooh, are you hitting that SVG? But no, that was a good race. I mean, fuck, good shit on Carson, good shit on Spire.
Yeah,
Dow looked good. And he just and the 42, yeah, 42 was racing that track how you need to race that track. That's the thing. He was moving people out of the way. Eric Jones too. Eric Jones, he found something late. That was the thing. It was weird. I don't know what he found. He was kind of dominating the track like most people were that were up front. But the way he was doing it, he was going to the third lane, which most people weren't doing. They were going the second lane. So when he's going up third, he was cutting down really sharp, and he fucking found a shit ton of speed. I would say if there was about 5 more laps, Eric Jones would have been in over his teammate. But John Hunter, wow, good shit. Did not expect that, and I never knew Smithfield came back to NASCAR.
Oh, really?
They're on John Hunter's car.
I didn't know that.
They're on, so you have the Family Dollar on the hood, and then under the Family Dollar near the front grille, it's Smithfield.
So they just cut back.
Yeah, I mean, but it really surprised me because I mean, no one expects speed out of Legacy though. But I mean, that's what happens when you share data with Joe Gibbs Racing, which they
Yep.
should have done last year. But cheap asses, I get it. But also shout out Smithfield.
Gotta build your assets up.
Shout out Smithfield.
Bring home the bacon.
Carson, him and he led how many laps? I mean, out of the 100, 70, 80? There was some he didn't lead because I think McDowell led some too.
Yeah, like they were swapping side
Yeah.
by side there for a little while.
But Carson led almost the whole thing.
Mhm.
It felt like. He won his first race, kinda. Won his first race. Good on him. I mean, maybe it's a boost that he might need. He was racing clean as a thing too while he was out front, so it was good to see that he wasn't just beating the shit out of people trying to pass him.
Right.
Speaking of wins, I hope you know this weekend is Ty Gibbs' 100th start. So you know what the
600 is kind of known for first time winners.
exactly, and it's the 100th start. So I have a sneaky suspicion we could see Ty Gibbs in victory lane, which I won't mind.
Has been really good at Charlotte the last few years.
I won't mind. I don't want to see it. Don't get me wrong, because I want to see Barry win. But if I look at it after the race, then I'm gonna be like,
yeah,
okay. And we're running the cursed Euro scheme this weekend. So, I love the Euro scheme, but fuck, it's cursed.
Yeah.
But no, I mean Carson wins. John Hunter gets in second. Eric Jones finishes third, I think, and then Noah wins in with the fan vote, which brings us into the main race. We had about an hour and a half break. People could fix up their cars and all that shit. In the meantime, though, that morning we did have an F1 race. We had in Imola. Didn't expect that. What the fuck? Max, I mean, Jesus, made that move into turn one. Past Oscar. Lando didn't have the best of starts. Max just dominated, man. 18-second lead to win in a car that everyone's like, oh shit, oh shit. I don't care what anyone says.
Last week they needed it.
He does. That is true. That is true. I mean, but I don't care what anyone says. People are always like, Red Bull sucks. I mean, it's obviously he's a great driver. He's one of the best drivers we've ever seen. But that car is good. It's not as good as it was, obviously, because he's not dominating. But still, that car is fucking good. It's the second best car.
McLaren has definitely caught up, but yeah, it's definitely a really good car.
It's the second best car right behind Mercedes and Ferrari, I'd say. And I'd say because Williams has scored the most points they have in the first 7 races in 12 years. They haven't scored this many points in forever, since Valtteri was racing for him, if that tells you anything. But yeah, I don't know what happened with McLaren. I mean, even in clean air, they couldn't find speed. Even behind each other, they couldn't find speed. Williams was fucking stout. Ferrari looked like shit at the start of the race. Woke up super late after there was after Kimi blew up. Kimi blew up at his home race. Excuse me. After that, some of them pitted, some didn't. I think Charles stayed out. Lewis got a new set of tires, and the Ferrari's fucking to the front. Williams, both cars finished in the points. I think one was P6 and the other one was P8, P9. Ferrari 4 and 5, and then you had the McLarens 2 and 3, Max 1. Just a shock. I mean, and with the pace this is going, I don't know what the rest of the season's going to look like because Max is still third in points. He's behind Lando, who's behind Oscar. But we got Monaco this weekend. Don't know how to feel about it. Could be a good race, could be a bad race. But like Derek said, we have the new rule that you have to pit at least twice, which is going to be good. So because usually Monaco's a one-stop race unless there's a safety car, which we do see 2 to 3 safety cars per race. I mean, especially 2 years ago.
It's always a one-stop race.
Yeah, exactly.
So at least we'll change up the strategy a little bit, and who knows, maybe we get a safety car. At least they're trying something. I mean, like I said, I'm going to enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it. I know it's a parade usually most years, but it kicks off motorsports Christmas, if you ask me. So I'm always in for it. And with this being the last year, with all 3 races on the same day, I know I'm going to get up and enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I will too. I'm gonna be because, like I told my girlfriend, I was like, Sunday I am gonna be on the couch all day doing fucking nothing. Maybe during the 500, I'll be playing games because I can have that on the background. Because IndyCar's fun to watch, but I can't like just sit and just like I'll have it on beside me.
The
On my,
500, you can.
I can, but like at the same time, I don't know enough about it. Like I just
Just think
watched it.
of it like Daytona.
I watched it
It's
when Grosjean was in it because I
essentially
had someone
Daytona.
to cheer for. Like I still do like Colton Herta because I like
And you got
Andretti
a
still.
guy, Kyle Larson.
I'll probably be repping Larson. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know because I have my shirt from last year and I have my hat. But we'll see. I'll have 3 different fits that day. I'll have the one for the F1 race, and then I'm gonna change it in the Indy one. So I'm gonna put on my Larson stuff, probably, or maybe throw on this again. We'll see. And then I'll have my Euro stuff on. So I have my Euro pit shirt, Woodbros hat. So I usually do this. It's like my regular thing. But ready for Monaco, I'll tell you that. What time is the race on? Our time. Let's see.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. So it's not a bad day. I mean, we can wake up 8:30, shower, eat, boom, race. But I won't be moving. I'll be a recluse turtle with all the blinds shut, my blanket, and probably my last 12 pack of apple that I'm probably gonna dive into a little bit. I got a 24 pack, but I'm gonna dive into that 12 pack. I mean, it's a big weekend, and I'm gonna be up for hours. So
I got a
I
tea
wish.
time at 10:40 Sunday morning, so I'm excited. We're playing at the 500 Club. That's the course owned by Rick Allen and Michael Waltrip and that whole group. Ricky Stenhouse.
Speaking of Michael Waltrip, what about that fucking dropping the flag on the track? Jesus Christ!
So corny, Fox. It's
You know,
I mean,
it wasn't as corny as a
clearly
promoter's
like
caution, but you know,
nah. It's clearly it's. I mean, who do you think asked for that? The promoter's caution. Who do you think asked for that?
that is entirely fair.
Same people that fucking called the race last year at the 600 when it was fucking dry.
And did you listen to Blaney's radio?
Last year or this year?
When they called it this year?
No.
Oh, go ahead and talk. I'm gonna find it real quick.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, again, it was gimmicky. We knew it was gimmicky from the start, but then of course Fox has Michael Waltrip drop the flag and make like a bit out of it, and it was super cheesy if you ask me. Like, I mean, clearly it was like staged. I feel like, um, and I mean, if you're a true race fan, like that's like the biggest no. And Michael Waltrip's like been around racing, like that's the one thing you don't do: drop the flag. So I don't know. You've had countless celebrity guests up there in the flag stand that seem to have a grasp on the green flag. So I don't know what Michael Waltrip was doing, what Fox was thinking, if they thought
He
that
said
was
he
funny
said
or what.
when they threw it, Blaney was fourth, and as soon as they threw it on lap 215, Blaney said, "Yeah, of course." Larson steps on his dick, and they throw the caution to save him. I was
What
like,
did he do?
"Damn." That's what Blaney said on his team radio.
How did Larson step on his dick?
Because Larson hit the wall.
Oh,
That was when because Larson hit the wall that lap before. That was the thing.
mm,
Because you were there. No, you weren't there. Sorry,
I was
you
not
were
there.
you were just watching it.
Yeah.
For about 10 laps, Mikey stood on top of the stand where where the officials are. He had Yeah, that is true, Travis. He was standing there and pretty much he was holding up how many laps it would be until he threw it, and they were waiting until like what 35, 25 to go, something like that.
Travis says Larson had a broken toe link. Blaney bitching like always.
Well,
That's
Larson
right.
hit the wall and then had a broken toe link. That was the thing. But on the lap 214, Larson just fucking slammed the wall right side and was going super slow on the track. They wouldn't throw the yellow for that. That was the thing. It was so weird. Fuck, I'm talking about later in the race. We ain't talking about the start of the race. Didn't throw the caution. I mean, he was going way under the minimum speed limit. And then they throw the promoter caution, which is random, and it saved Larson pretty much because he was able to go down pit road. But he was still fucked because he had a broken toe link. But if he didn't have a broken toe link, he would have been on the lead
I
lap
mean,
still.
that was also just the end of the window that they had to throw it
It
in.
was, but it
So,
was
I
like
mean,
it was super convenient though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I get where Blaney's coming from, but like from a driver's point of view, like you don't know what's happening. You probably don't even know Mikey's up there. You're not looking up on the stands. Like
Right.
you're just driving your
Right.
car. You make sure you're hitting your marks on the track. So I mean, for him, I guess I do see where he's coming from. But yeah, he was bitching. But we need to go start the race. Dickhead Joey. Fuck, man. That car was bad fast. That's all I'm gonna say. Something about him and $1 million. That's all I'm gonna say. He's always up there. Larson, that was his first time on track, if I'm not mistaken. I think
Yeah.
it was Larson. Yeah, that was his first time on track. So he was working his way through, and he was finding a lot of speed about stage 2, not stage 2, but like the halfway point of the race, like where it would have been stage 2. He was working his way up, and we were stuck in the back. That being Josh, we didn't have a fast car at all. It's kind of interesting. You had some cars attempt to pass Joey, but it was more of Joey just taking their line, running them up the track like he should have, and just holding it. And it was impressive to see these cars side by side go through each corner, each time, making no headway or nothing. It was just side by side the whole time, and it was just cool to see the discipline on each driver, like not hitting each other, using each other up correctly, making the right moves. And it's so impressive to watch things like that, and especially with the issues we've had with short tracks this year. And then we go out and watch this, and we're like, where the fuck has this been? Like, why wasn't it like this at Martinsville? Why wasn't it like this at Bristol? Why didn't we have races like this before? But at a non-point paying race, or point paying race, yes, we have some of the best racing we've seen that counts for nothing but $1 million in the driver's pocket. You know, like, what the fuck? Why not a race that we care
What was
about?
the tires they had?
Same ones.
Same ones as what?
Same ones any other short track we've been to. They didn't make any tire adjustments.
I mean, we've run different tires everywhere, so I don't know.
There was
I
no special tires, I think.
I don't know. I don't know if I mean, were they just special North Wilkesboro tires though? That's what I'm curious.
No.
I don't know.
Not that I know of.
Anyway,
Because because I was asking Cooper about it too. Because I was like, is there any like special tire? Because I did hear something that they were softer, but Cooper said the same ones that they ran at Martinsville or something like that. So
well, I mean, this track's more abrasive and
it is
faster
fresher.
speeds at Martinsville, so
It's
I don't know.
fresher.
Either way,
It's fresher too.
It was a good race. I enjoyed it.
Fuck, Charles said add him in.
I can't.
Travis better get back on here. But yeah, I mean, if you got anything else, I mean, it was just pretty much stage 3. Seabell finally managed to get past, or not stage 3, the end of the race. I keep breaking up the stages. Seabell finally managed to get past, used Joey up, push him up in the third lane. Joey was all pissy about it when Joey did it to him probably like, 8 times?
Yep.
I mean, literally, he did the same exact move, but did it harder on Seabell. Didn't touch or anything, but it was still like you were using him up just as much as he used you. He used you up one time, and you're mad about it.
Right.
I didn't like this guy.
Hello.
Welcome back. Give your 2
figured-
cents before we go to the end of the race.
Yeah, I figured I'd just pop in real quick. I got a few.
You had
minutes.
boots on the ground.
I did, yeah. I was at Wilkesboro. I went down, left on Saturday night, got there Sunday. Did the race day, drove home. Was home Monday night. Real quick day, you know. It was fun though. Love Wilkesboro. One of my favorite tracks to go and see a race at in person. To be completely honest, I've been to all 3 Cup races they've had back there, and I've left pretty happy every single time. The actual race, I mean, you know, it was for short track racing for what we have nowadays. I thought it was decent. You know, could have been a lot better, but you know, with this car, I'm not going to complain if we get something that's, you know, entertaining and, you know, has people, you know, even with good reviews, I'll take it. And overall, with the winner, you know, I like Toyota, so Seabell winning over at Logano definitely made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Open was an open. I mean, it was out of all the opens I've went down and seen, it was probably the most lackluster. But you know, I mean, still good racing. I mean, you could tell that the strategy definitely helped out guys that would try different stuff, try to lead positions. I mean, obviously, I feel like that's what helped out John Hunter, if I recall correctly, helped him get in. I was drinking a lot, so if I'm wrong, I could be very wrong. The whole race, I was just cheering on Chad Fincham in last place as he was about to get lapped down. I cheered him every single lap.
He's from Knoxville.
Yeah, I got you.
He lives in Knoxville, so he used to be sponsored where I work at.
Oh, there you go. That's dope. Yeah, so we were the Chad Fincham fan club up in turn one. Somehow everyone was asking me if I saw that fight that happened in turn one. I did not. I wish I did.
It was a fight.
Oh yeah, I got sent this video by like multiple people that there was a big brawl during the All Star race, and I was not
Derek, you
paying
see this?
attention. When I get out of here, look it up. Go look up Wilkesboro fight on North Wilkesboro All Star fight on Twitter or something. I'm sure it will pop up.
Keep
A
up.
few people sent it to me, but yeah, it was hilarious. There was like six guys just like in a full off turf war. It was hilarious, but no, did not see that. Overall, I liked it. I mean, I was sitting there, just kind of reeling from a day of drinking my Jack and Coke mix that I had made. I brought a whole bag of ice and a whole water bottle full
It's
of.
kind of hard to find North Wilkesboro fight when you look it up and all you see is Kyle Busch and Ricky Stenhouse.
Oh, good point. Good point. I'll send. Here's what I'll do when I get off here. I only got a few minutes, so when I get off here, I'll send it over to you so you guys can show it.
Yeah, send it in the group.
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but overall, I mean, it was decent race, and I was definitely, even though it helped out Joey Logano to not win and helped out a guy that I wanted to win, I still have mixed reviews on the promoter's caution. But at the end of the day, so be it. I mean, it's no points for fun. I guess $1 million is more than fun. Joey Logano does not have a right to be upset. He's done way worse than anything Bell did. If roles are reversed, he would have been shipped. He was running him way high, way wide. He was doing everything he could. There was no chance he was going to win that race. He's lucky Bell didn't punt him. So that's kind of my take on that. I think Bell has shown he's got some of the best craftsmanship in the Cup Series and some of the most talent, and he did a great job in getting it without leaving any hard feelings. But of course, the one guy who would leave with hard feelings over some stupid shit was Joey Logano, and that's exactly what happened. So, yeah, can't really complain. I liked it, and I hope to go back to Wilkesboro again next year. Hopefully, it's a points race. So, if it's a points race, I'll be there.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you. It sounds like you've been the last 3 All-Star races. I've been the last 2 there. I was going to say, what if we move away from an All-Star race, no All-Star race, just make it a regular points paying race? Would you guys
Wait, you were
okay
there?
with it? Last year
Oh,
and the
I
year
thought you were there
before?
this year. I was like, shit, I want to know what's up. There.
No, I'm going to Charlotte this weekend, though.
Nice, enjoy. Yeah, I wish I was going down. There's part of me wishes I was, and other part's kind of excited to be home for Memorial Day. I live near Lake George up in New York, and it's always nice to get up there, go see my dad, and go out in the boat and stuff. Haven't done that in a few years. I've been down in Charlotte, so gonna make some money doing some of my tour jobs and enjoying the whatever's the nicest day, getting out in the boat and stuff. So I mean, I'll watch this race with my dad too. We'll have a good day. So definitely bummed I'm not there, but gonna make the best of it. Just being at home, but enjoy that. Have a good time. It's always a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you guys say that? No All-Star race. Moving
Yeah,
away from
points
the
race.
All-Star race.
Yeah, points race. It's time.
So no
I
All-Star
agree.
race at all in the schedule. You'd be okay with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. You put 20 more cars on there at once and make it 400 laps. Oh God, yeah, it'd be one of the best races
I've been
of the
saying
season.
that for 2 years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's and here's the thing too. The facility has proven it can handle the crowds. I came on here and was griping about how Rockingham was not ready and how they completely dropped the ball. I've been to all 3 Wilkesboro events, and every single time, and I'm more impressed every single time I go. That place is more than ready to have a full points race on the schedule. The track's phenomenal.
They
They
built
only
that new
host.
pedestrian bridge, or they're building it. They're definitely keeping up with the facilities. I think if they could add a backstretch grandstand, that'd be awesome. Or if they just want to keep doing temporary one. I mean, they haven't done it the last 2 years, but
Yeah.
I wish they would go back to that. Add just a little bit more seating. But either way, I love the intimate feel of the place. I mean, there's not a bad seat in the house. And yeah, it's obviously a great facility.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. They've exceeded my expectations every single year with that facility. I was actually on the temporary backstretch that first year. That's where I sat.
So was I.
Oh, there you go. I'm sure we rubbed shoulders at some point.
Yeah.
That's funny. But small world. But yeah, man. Overall Wilkesboro for me gets a positive review. Happy Christopher Bell won. Another great day. It was great weather, like perfect weather to be honest. Like it was hot but not too hot. I left like it was comfortable, tolerable, comfortable all day. And yeah, there was overall. If you haven't been to North Wilkesboro, get there. Gotta get there. Even if it's just for another All-Star race, get yourself there and just experience.
Even if it's just for like Cars Tour Championship weekend.
Cars tour race
that's
I
another
went
thing
to.
too.
Cars tour I went
Sorry
to.
about the
Yeah, we
phone
can always
ringing. I'm in
do
the
that.
office right now, so I
You're
apologize
good,
about
buddy.
that.
We appreciate you jumping on and giving us some feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll probably get out of here just so I can get back to work and I got the game on in the office. Go Knicks, baby! But a great game right now too. If you guys aren't seeing it,
I don't
great
have it
game.
on yet. I'm turning it on as soon as I get off here.
Oh, such a good game right now, man. It's neck and neck. The Knicks were up 2 at the end of the first, but we're down like 7-8 at one point. These guys got heart. I love this team. But
Pacers do too.
yeah.
Fuck me.
No, they do. This is going to be a great series, man. I think this is going to go 7 games. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'll give my quick picks for the weekend. I'm not sure if we're not allowed to repeat or whatever, but I'm just going to go and say who I'm going to pick.
I'll just tell you if
I
you pick one of Travis's.
I didn't pick one of his. For Indy 500, I'm going Alex Palou. Fuck it, why not? Sorry.
He's at plus 550.
I'll take it. Yeah, I guess I don't watch any IndyCar, but I know he's been kicking some ass, and I saw I
Yeah.
looked up he hasn't won one before, and I was gonna go Newgarden for 3 in a row, but after everything that's been transpiring with the Penske organization recently, I think I'm gonna stay away from them. So we'll see about that. But Alex Palou, why not? Trucks, Corey Heim, fuck it. Xfinity Chase Briscoe in the Lance Cracker car. He's gonna win the thing.
19.
Yep, sure thing. And then my cup pick is Christopher Bell. I think he'll win it straight up legit this year instead of a rain out. And then we have
Yeah.
God, he won this race last year.
You got a
I
Holy
did
Toyota
too, and I
Suite.
was there. What's that?
You got a Toyota Suite.
Yeah, I do. I do have a
I'm
Toyota
Briscoe
Suite.
Bill.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Anaheim, yeah, I'm gonna get all of them. Long shot, underdog, top 10. Don't know the criteria. I forgot who I even texted. Oh no. Who did I text?
Reese.
Priest, Ryan Priest. All right, guys. Well, thank you for letting me on here really quick. I apologize for not being on again for the show. Next week, I will make sure that I have the time cleared out and I am able to do it because it's a big week with a lot of stuff to cover. I'm going to be watching all the racing this weekend. So thanks for having me on real quick, guys. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to rows 1 through 10. They're not done yet, so don't go anywhere, but I'm going back to work. See you guys. It's been fun.
Later, bro.
See ya.
Deuce. I forgot about the we had the Pro Late models on Thursday. And we had the Cars Tour Friday. So Pro Late models
Cars Tour
comes out. He won. Keelan finished third. Had a damn good race. I mean, he was up front the whole entire night. Friday we had the Cars Tour race. Landon Lewis came out and won. Pretty good race. I mean, we had that big wreck right there off lap 2. Took out 3 good cars. Took out the girl in third, I think, and then Corey LaJoy was involved in it, and a couple other people. Caden Honeycutt, he got involved in it too, worked his way all the way back up for a top 6. It's my first Cars Tour race I've watched since I went to Wilkesboro last year.
Shout out to FS1 for having the broadcast. That was cool. And Harvick and Dale Jr. in the booth. That was really cool. And then obviously Flow Racing, like I watched it still on Flow Racing just out of habit or whatever, and it was cool. It was basically like this, like they just took the Fox feed and put it on Flow. It was cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, it was really cool. I know it was kind of a little bit of a wreck fest there to get going, but then it ended up being a pretty good race once they got everything sorted out and got rolling. But yeah, loved that the Cars Tour could get a bunch of eyeballs on it on FS1. I'm kind of curious of what kind of numbers that did. I haven't really looked into that, but I'm sure it got pretty good pop. Especially because it was following right after the pit crew challenge. I mean, if you just left it on FS1 like the entire night, it was like perfect.
And
so yeah, that was
won
cool.
the Big Crew Challenge, his team 71, which is weird because they were ranked like what, fucking 4 from last. Like they had some of the slowest stops out of the season so far, and they go out there and win the Pit Crew Challenge, which is weird.
Won 100 bands.
So good on them. Not like Spire needs any more money, but still, good on them. Better than fucking JGR winning like last year.
Yeah,
I think Ty Gibbs' crew won it right last year.
That or Bells.
Yeah, it was one of the two. I forgot.
I think it was the same team. I think it was Gibbs the year before, but yeah, it was Bells last year or whatever.
Yeah, they switched that pit crew.
Yeah. So, anything else from All Star Weekend?
Nah, man. Seabell made a fucking nasty pass and won the race, and Joey bitched and cried and complained and everything about it, which I don't get, honestly. I mean, he did the same move that you did on him, but beyond me, I'm not wheeling a car. I hold a Thrustmaster steering wheel with 3 pedals, and I say I'm an iRacer. That's all I do. So I don't have much room to
Not
talk. But besides that, not much else to really talk about. I mean, that last restart was kind of wild because Ross would have, if they would have stayed side by side, I think Ross would have won that race, which would have been
Yeah.
wild. 4 wide at some points on the track, which was impressive to watch. I mean, it wasn't the cleanest 4 wide, but still, like I said, I'm just surprised by how good this short track racing was. I mean, I wish I'm optimistic we get more, but I'm not holding my breath. Just bring Wilkesboro as a points paying race, and
Get rid of the All Star Race. It's
Don't fuck
these
it up.
guys race each other every week. It's not really an All Star Race anymore. I mean, it
Yeah.
is but just bring everybody. It's the same thing. Make it the same thing. I don't know. That's how I see it.
just don't fuck it up. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't make it a boring race.
Yeah.
Obviously, all 3 years that we've had this as a race, 2 years, whatever, I don't know. They've been good to us each time. I mean, even last year we had some good short track racing, but that was later on in the year.
Yep.
Don't fuck it up. That's all I gotta say. But shout out Seabell. Gets his technical 4th win of the year. 3, but he has 4. But yeah, besides that, I mean, we can go ahead and go on in next week, make our picks for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we got
Yeah.
trucks,
Real quick,
Xfinity.
shout out to Cletus McFarland, Freedom Factory. He's be in the ARCA race on Friday night along with Butterbean. So that I'm looking forward to seeing those guys race in person in the
Yep.
ARCA series. That'd be cool. But yeah, we can get into some picks, get into truck picks, and then we'll just go through the weekend.
New truck, Xfinity, F1, Indy, Cup.
All right.
I don't think we have any. I don't know where trucks are. I don't see any truck odds.
I don't see any truck odds yet. Let me see if I can check another book. Hang on. Stall for me.
Formula One. I'm looking up the F1 odds. Damn. So odds are not what I expected. I'll say that. Wow.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
You got truck odds?
Yeah, I think this is just championship.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is just championship. So no truck odds, but we can still pick a winner.
That's fine. So we have a Heim pick already, and we have a Kyle Busch. So Travis said Kyle Busch, which has no odds yet, and Charles said Heim. Go ahead.
Give me Daniel Hemrick.
I did not expect that. I'm gonna say fuck it. He's been up front. He's made a couple mistakes. He's got caught up in some shit he shouldn't have had done. Give me Gio Rogerio. I'll take him. He's the only person that's behind Corey Haim and Tricon that's actually performing somewhat good. Brandon Jones is also running, but Brandon hasn't really done the best. So
Finished second here in Xfinity, so last year to Chase Elliott. So just keep that in mind.
yeah, true. But I mean, he's also in the Xfinity race. I mean, we could always.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any. I think it's just Briscoe is the main one, and then
You got Byron,
the 17 car. Yeah,
Austin Dillon.
Austin Dillon's out there. JJ Yaley, which I mean doesn't really count, but
yeah, and that's like all the
I think besides that, it's
Byron, Briscoe, and Dillon.
Zilich is back. He announced he's feeling better. His back's good, so it's good to see Zilich out there. We also got Zilich on Sunday, which
making his
cool.
oval debut.
And the Red Bull car is back, which I'm so fucking excited for.
I can't wait. I'm trying to get some merch this weekend.
I do. Dude, let me know. Let me fucking know if they have some good shit.
I'm gonna
Because
try.
Racing USA, I don't know if you go on their website at all, but they have some of the merch. They have like the hoodies and the shirts, but they don't have any hats. And I want the fucking hat. It's like finding like a monster hat. You can't find monster hats anywhere. It's like fucking impossible. But Xfinity, it's cool to see the 3 car back in Xfinity. Because I mean, when's the last time we saw that? Was it Ty Dillon?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ty Dillon, the last person? I think so. I'm gonna say Fuck it. Taylor Gray. 54.
54. Oh, maybe you want double 54s weekend? That would be exciting. That would
Now
be
you see what I'm
exciting.
cooking up. Now you see what I'm cooking up.
See what he's doing here, folks. All right, give me the love machine, Jesse Love, the 2-ball.
Also for Cup, we got Zilich, Josh Boyke, which doesn't really matter, Derek Kraus, which doesn't really matter, and then Jimmy Johnson is running again in a beautiful scheme. We can go just in time order. We can go Monaco first, and then Indy, and then Cup. If you want to.
You want to go in order?
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
I got odds pulled up for F1. I'm gonna take. Do. Give me George Russell plus 1600. You got Piastri at plus 180, Lando plus 180, Max plus 400, Charles plus 850, and then George, and then you have Lewis.
Is this crazy if I go Lewis?
It's not. I thought about it honestly, but the Ferraris just don't have no speed.
But you don't need speed at Monaco.
They just don't have the car because all they do is complain about it. All they do is complain about the car. Like it's just like they're not happy. So I don't know. Like it was like I want to pick Ferrari out of my joy to watch Lewis win in the Ferrari for an actual race instead of a sprint race, but I don't think I can do it.
We'll see. I'm going with it. Give me Lewis to win.
All right.
To win at Ferrari at Monaco.
That's you're looking at
plus 1725, I think.
Yep. Fuck it.
All right,
500.
On to Indianapolis, sir. The 500.
That's you first.
All right, give me.
Oh wait, let's go ahead and announce Travis and Charles.
Go ahead. Travis already announced his Ed Carpenter.
Travis, yeah, Ed Carpenter, and then Charles said Alex Pillow. So you got Pillow plus 550, and then you have Ed Carpenter, which is plus 6,000 on DraftKings. Which I don't know where Travis got his odds because it's plus 7,000 for him.
I mean, it's plus 7,500 on Hard Rock. So, yeah, they plenty of options. I guess I'm up. Give me. I don't know if I stay away from Penske or do they have it figured out in the draft?
I'll leave that up to you.
Mac. Give me Scotty Mac plus 100, plus 1,000.
I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna go Charles's old teammate back at Sauber. Give me Marcus Ericsson plus 2,000. Only because I'm saying that because it's Andretti, and I still fuck with Andretti. So I'll take that honestly because it's not a bad pick. I was gonna say him, but Colton Hurtis plus 2,500 and Colton wrecked in practice. That's a big thing too. So I don't know. I don't want to hold my breath for that. I don't want to hold my breath for the guy.
They got the new hybrid unit, and it was definitely taking a lot of guys a lot of guys wrecked in practice. Larson wrecked in practice. Scotty Mack wrecked in practice. Herta wrecked in practice. There's a couple other guys that didn't even make the race. Marcus Armstrong was one of them. But either way, honestly, and then I'm looking here, top 5. Give me Kyle Larson for a top 5. That's plus 275. That'd be a fun play. Maybe top 5s in both races. That'd be fun to watch all day. So yeah.
Where do you see that at?
Top 5.
Is it win, place, or show?
For Indy?
Yeah, where is it? I guess it says for me, it says win, place, and show.
Oh, really? Let me see what you're on DraftKings.
Yeah. See, those are my. The first column is win, then you have place, and you have show. I guess it's podium spots.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess.
I don't know. Fuck it. I'm gonna say. Yeah,
I guess that's top 3. 1, 2, 3.
So Larson is plus 500 for top 3.
Yeah, plus 275 for top 5, but that's on Hard Rock.
I'm gonna say Schwartzman stays up front. Give me that for whatever top 5.
All right.
I guess you can say. But on a show for the podium, he's plus 300, which isn't bad.
Hell yeah.
NASCAR.
And then moving to
I stated earlier, the 500th start for old Tyrone Gibbs. Plus 1,800. Not bad odds, honestly. I'm gonna fucking lock it as much as I'm probably gonna regret it. But fuck it. Tyrone, run it. 54 sweep.
Ty Gibbs. Okay, I like it. That's exciting. That's a fun play. I'm trying to do a little research here real quick. Give me 1 second.
You good? Oh shit. I don't have any top 5 odds either.
Top 10 or top 5?
10. Top 10, yeah.
You don't have top 10. I don't have top 10 either. I have top 5. So we can kind of go based off of that.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second. Fuck. Give me Alex Bowman. Plus,
Damn.
Oh shit. Alex Bowman plus 2250.
Top 10. He's low for a win at least, but I mean I know he's not going to. I'm gonna say AJ Allmendinger. 1.5 miles. He's been showing out. If ECR doesn't fuck him over again, as he states, and they make shit engines, hopefully they bring him a good engine this week. But
yeah, it's at plus 1,600 for a top 5. So I imagine the odds for a top 10 would be pretty good on that.
Yeah,
early
so fuck
on.
it. Top 10, AJ Allmendinger.
Let's see. Give me Connor Zillage for a top 10.
I thought about that honestly.
I'm riding it.
I thought about it, but I don't know. I don't want to. I'd rather see how he does on Saturday than maybe place the bet.
Yeah,
Which,
I
we
mean,
have a
you
big
probably
difference
get
here,
good
but
odds either way. So
AJ is top 10 is plus 425. Here we go.
Travis is getting them on here. I don't have top 10s on Hard Rock. I'm not seeing them. I've only got winner, top 3, top 5. Oh, no, I see top 10.
I
Of
don't know why I
course.
did that. But yeah, fuck it.
Connor
We gotta,
Zillage plus 275 for top 10.
that's not bad. That's not bad. Close to that mark.
So, all right.
Got a big weekend though. I'm ready for it. You got boots on the ground, so let us know how it goes next Wednesday.
We'll have plenty to talk about. A lot of racing coming up this weekend. And yeah, I'm excited for it. Excited to get down to Charlotte and make a fun weekend out of it.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm jealous.
I'll let y'all know how it goes next week. I'm sure I'll have plenty of stories to tell. So tune back in next week, same time, 8 p.m. on Wednesday.
Shit. We just say Travis's cup pick.
Oh shit.
He picked Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott. Yeah, woo. Deanna and ring the bell. Anyways, yeah, till next Wednesday.
Austin Dillon plus 450 for a top 10.
It's not bad.
Or is that Ty Dillon?
That's Austin. He picked Austin.
Okay, Austin Dillon.
All right.
All right. Until next week. We'll catch you
Till next
later.
week. There's y'all.
See ya.